Hi guys, welcome to the Footy Fix and welcome back to another episode. Something a bit different today. We're going to go around Wrexham and to visit as many grounds and teams that we possibly can in the next few hours. So I'm looking forward to this. Lots of grounds I've played at personally or been to watch games around the area, being a Wrexham lad. The weather's not great, so bit typical in that sense. But no, looking forward to it, and off we go to ground one. Cheers, guys. So, ground one, we have arrived at Overton FC. Quite a standard looking pitch really and ground, but it is tier 5 of the Wrexham area. So basic dugouts, barriers around the side. On a nicer day they've got the park for the young families and kids to watch. It's always a hit when the weather's better, not like today. But yeah, a lovely pitch. The team that's most local to me as well. Great group of people that run the football club, and yeah, they had a strong season, so hopefully they can go up next year onto ground 2. So we're here at ground number 2. Really nice ground called the Rock, Cefn Druids. A lot of work's being done now. Wrexham women now play here, not just the old team Cefn Druids. It's been bought by Wrexham Football Club, so they're having a lot of work done to the pitch and the surrounding areas. But Cefn Druids were a top side in Welsh football. Unfortunately, the club folded a few years back due to financial issues and other politics behind the scenes, which is a real shame. They're now back playing, reformed as Cefn Druids AFC, and they're playing tier 5 in the Wrexham area again, but the facilities are spot on. Unfortunately, we can't get inside, like I said, due to the work being done, but it is the new home of Wrexham women, so exciting times for them as well. On to ground 3. So a prime example that not everything goes to plan. I was just going from Cefn Druids to Cefn Albion, which I think are a tier 3 team for the new season. But there's a lot of road works and there's a community event on the field, on the pitch itself. So didn't want to start filming really with young families and things like that around. So, we'll make sure we get back there for the new season. I know a few people at the football club. Phil Hudson's the new manager there now, and Chris Parry, who helps with the football club itself. I'll get in touch with them guys and we'll see if we can do an episode down there. But we move on. We're going to go on to another ground now, and we'll show you around there. So now we've just arrived at Brymbo, my old stomping ground. I used to live up here for 6 years, so we used to spend plenty of time here. Played for the football club briefly. There's the cricket pitch and the social club on the left. Yeah, really good football club. I know Andy Davis, the chairman, great bloke as well. Wants nothing but the best for Brymbo. So last few years have been a struggle for them. We'll go and have a look at the pitch, walk up the dreaded steps, and we'll see what's happening. Finally got to the top of the steps. This is Brymbo Football Club. Really impressive setup. My local football club for 6 years, like I said. I lived up here. It's one of my favourite grounds, to be honest. Has 2 pitches, so this is the main one. And on the right hand side you've got a second pitch which is used for training, reserve games, Really top setup. There's the cafe and changing rooms as well. So, next ground, yes, we're at Brymbo FC. Top facilities. It was always one of my favourite places to play when I was playing. The pitch itself was always well kept and maintained. And it's certainly a football club that needs to be playing higher up the Welsh pyramid. Have a quick look around. It's a top facility. Yes, like I was saying, it needs to be playing higher up the football pyramid in Wales, which I'm sure it will be. And they've got a good committee. Andy Davis is a good friend of mine, chairman, amongst other roles. So we'll definitely get Brymbo down, done for an episode. In the new season. Obviously, the season's finished now, but it's just a lovely place to play football. A few challenging years, players coming and going. But things are stabilising for them now, and I think it's a case of Brymbo going up the leagues again now and then playing at a level which they should be at. So yeah, one of my favourite grounds we'll visit today. On to the next one. So another ground, we're here at Coedpoeth United. A standard pitch again in Wrexham. Don't know a great lot about the football club itself. I've played here a few times again in the past and watched a few friends play for the team. But I just know it's a club that's been around forever. So whatever they've been doing, they've got spot on and got it right. They've got a team for the village. They've got numerous youth sides and set-ups as well, which is great. But that's about it really. But a club that's been here forever, and that's important to the community, isn't it? On to the next. So we're at Lex FC. Without upsetting people, this is probably my favourite pitch and set-up in Wrexham. Just look at the two pitches. Years ago, this was Wrexham's old training ground, Stanstey Park. But the pitches are like bowling greens. Exciting times for the football club. Again, probably should be playing a bit higher. They have in the past. But it's a shame we can't get inside. In the past you can just stroll in and have a look around, but obviously they're protecting their facility, which is fair enough. So yeah, top setup Lex. Good history in the Wrexham area. I'd love to do an episode down here. I think Matt Oddy's the chairman now of the football club. So it'd be great to come and do an episode in the new season here. But yeah, fantastic setup. In the background you'll see, see if we can get a bit closer at some point, but there's the old dugouts from Wrexham Football Club. I think the club donated them. We'll get a close-up of that in a bit. So yeah, that's for the first team pitch and first and reserves. But yeah, top setup. And like I said, we'll get back down here for the new season and do an episode hopefully. On to the next. So the next ground we're at is quite unique in itself. We're at Gresford Athletic Football Club. So Gresford are a Tier 2 Cymru North team, and we're at their original home at Clappers Lane. It's unique in itself, where it's got a main stand, it's dugouts and another stand, but the ground itself to me looks unfinished. It's near a cricket pitch as well. There's no barriers, there's no pitch marked out now. It's probably to do with the off season, but yeah, it's they've been playing at Airbus the last couple of years, and Cefn Druids ground sharing. But the last home game of this season they played back here at Clappers Lane, so I think the plan is to get their ground done over the summer, bring it back to life again, and so they can play at their original home, which is great. They stayed up this year in Tier 2, so which is great for the football club, but the priority now I think is to get their home pitch back to a standard where they can play every single home game here next season. So I'll have a quick once over again. There's the main stand, barriers on one side of the pitch, and some dugouts and a little stand. So yeah, hopefully they can get back to where they need to be and play Tier 2 football at their home ground. On to the next. So another ground, this time in the heart of a village. I'm now at Rhos Aelwyd Football Club. Really tidy little setup. Again, I don't know too much about the football club. I've never played here myself, but from the outside in, I mean, I remember it just being a real basic football pitch. Nothing really much here, maybe barriers, but they've obviously got sponsors. They've got a nice, lovely stand here. Both dugouts have been done up. Really smart, and the pitch itself looks like a bowling green. They're doing some work in the off season, so I don't want to be walking all over that, out of respect for the guys that are doing a great job by the looks of it. So yeah, I'll definitely have to get down here for some friendlies when they start. But there's the main stand, and yeah, the pitch, it's really smart. You've got a cabin in the background. I'm not too sure if that's where they're just storing things, or they might sell. Oh, it's refreshments on a match day. But no, it's a nice little ground. I know they're a competitive side, so I'll definitely find out a little bit more and get down here in the summer. So that's Rhos Aelwyd. On to the next. So we're down at Johnstown FC. Again, I say a standard pitch, but obviously it's got barriers, and it's for the spec it needs to be playing at any level. Local football. Playing the lower tiers. I played for Johnstown for a couple of years myself when I used to play. Good little football club. The pitch itself is called the Matty Jones Circle. Unfortunately, he passed away quite young, so I think as a tribute to him, they named the pitch after him. So it's a lovely gesture. But that's Johnstown. On to the next ground. So the next ground I'm at is Rhos Aelwyd. I think I pronounced that right. That's how I always used to say it anyway. There's the main stand in the back and the dugouts. It's a really nice pitch actually. I've not played here for years. It was always called Penycae Banks when I played, so I don't know if that's still the same now. I'm sure it is. But behind me you got the changing rooms. The goalposts for match days are kept up there. But oh, it's a nice big pitch. The stand behind me's had a lot more work done to it from many years ago. But yeah, another local Wrexham side, and a nice pitch. Onto the next. So we're at Penycae Football Club. Really impressive setup. Unfortunately we can't get in due to all the fencing and whatever else. But it's probably quite an underrated setup in the Wrexham area, to be honest. It's come a long way. They've had a lot of grants. The football club and team are certainly on the up. So doesn't really do it justice where I am. Could be a good shout to come and do an episode, really. But I know they pumped a lot of money in to the club and they're trying to get to a higher level, which is quite inspiring in itself, really. I know the change rooms behind me have all been done up as well. But no, it'd be great to have a better look inside, hopefully. The gate is open, but I don't want to chance it. On to the next. So behind me is Brickfield Rangers Football Club, Cymru North Tier 2. We can't get in at all today. A lot of fencing and stuff around, but you can see one of the main stands behind me, and there is another. But yeah. So we've arrived at Chirk Football Club. Let's go for a walk. Just parked up near the social club, which is here on the right, and then just ahead is the pitch. Next to a cricket pitch. Let's see if we can get a bit closer. So takes you towards the changing rooms and the main stands. Really impressive setup. Been here plenty of times. This is the changing rooms and all the sponsors. It's really nice. Well-run football club, I know that. And then here's the pitch itself. And main stands. So we're now at Chirk Football Club. Really smart setup here, to be honest. Lots of work being done to the pitch on the off season. Yeah, it's a lovely little setup. They've got two main stands behind the goal here. Obviously sheltered off at the minute, off season and weather. But there you can see inside. Sponsor boards, sponsors everywhere, to be honest, throughout the football club. There's another stand as well behind me here. And then the pitch opens up there, so the cricket pitch next to it. Yeah, a really smart football club. They've obviously invested and done the right things on and off the pitch, which is great. I remember coming here, I can't remember, a few years ago now. They played TNS in the Welsh Cup. Chirk took them to penalties and weren't far away from causing a big shock. Unfortunately, TNS managed to find a way to win the shootout, but they took them all the way. But yeah, really smart setup. Lovely social club as well, just further on past the changing rooms. But yeah, that's Chirk. On to the next. This is Llangollen Town. There's the stand, the main stand, changing rooms. And here's the pitch itself. Lovely scenery every time you come here, isn't it? Just arrived at Llangollen Town. Nice little stadium this. Good little football club as well. Played on here a couple of times many years ago. Actually scored a goal against them as well, claim to fame. So the stand behind us has the cafe, the changing rooms and the 2 rows of seats. Small cosy place to sit and take the game in. One thing about Llangollen Town as well is the scenery. So you've got the rugby and football pitches next to it behind me. We'll get a close up of that, and then just behind the dugouts on the other side of the pitch you've got the mountains and stuff. Yeah, it's a lovely place to play football, isn't it? Tier 3 football club. I think they had a bit of a struggle to the season. The season's just finished, sorry, so they've just had a bit of a struggle there, but then the second half of the season they finished really strong. I know the manager Luke Mabry, good guy as well. The football club's certainly in safe hands. But that's Llangollen Town. Wow, this is it. Llay Welfare Football Club. Let's take a little walk round. I'm guessing this is the, there you go. There's the cafe on a match day. Tier 3 football club. So the last round of the day, I think, due to the weather, we've got through a lot, but we're at Llay Welfare Football Club. Really impressed. I've not been here for a long time. I'm just walking over to the stands now. A lot's changed, but the setup seems really good. So I'll just spin it round. So I'm in one of the main stands now. I don't remember this being here when I last came. There's also a stand behind the goal. But the dugouts seem new. I'll say new since I was last here. And then it's got another stand. Just going to get onto the pitch a bit, I think. I'm sure I'll be okay. So there's the home dugout. And it looks like another stand again. Really good. It's come a long way. Big shout out to Connor Long. I think he's the Llay Welfare super fan. He's been speaking to me on social media for a while, and he's encouraged me to come down and check the place out, and he's not wrong. Really nice little setup, and since I've been playing Tier 3 football, I've not managed to take a game in. So I think I'm missing out, so I'll certainly be down this season to come watch some games. But yeah, really nice pitch. 3 stands, a cafe. Yeah, it's nice. I like it. That's Llay Welfare. So that's probably the last round of the day. I hope you've all enjoyed watching. Please subscribe, like, share, repost. It helps gets the Footy Fix name out there. Sorry to those clubs that I didn't manage to get to. More so time and the weather hasn't been great. So it's took me a day and a bit to get through it all. But if you want an episode, filming at your club, get in touch. And with that, it brings a bit more exposure to your team, to your facilities, your football club. And more importantly, it's a bit of fun as well. So thanks for watching and catch you soon.